mic too high? Hey everybody, hold on. Let me put some background music on. Hello everyone. As I I'm keeping my word, guys. I'm keeping my word. I am. Something's going on with my camera. I gotta raise. I gotta put my hands up and say hallelujah. I got my hat on today. Let me get off it. I'm gonna have to get off of this and get on to the other screen. I have my hat on today, guys. It's a hat day. I have had a very, very busy day. So hold on. I'm talking to you guys and okay, there we go. Hi, chat. So, hello, James, Ray, Bossy B, Frankie Weebon. I've never seen you before. Of course, that Shizzle's here. Bad hair day? No, not really. Not a bad hair day. I just didn't feel like doing my hair. So, stop. Okay, let me just, hold on. I know how to stop this. There we go. No, it still does. It's still doing it, right? Okay. Okay. I just got back on here just like Abrego Garcia got back in it. I wonder is he back already? I got him. I got the thing in the queue. I know they said he's on his way back for some criminal charges. So I'm like, what was the point? Was that a judge order or what? You know? A lot can happen on the way back. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot's not going to happen on the way back. If you get my meaning. So, guys, I have not been keeping up with the aftermath. I'm just like full disclosure here. I have no idea what has been going down. After I did my live stream, I have been off the internet for most of the day. As a matter of fact, I have been off the internet all day except for an hour ago. And I went to go check some DMs and stuff like that. And so I guess we can find out together what went down. I'm sure you all know more than I do. Make no sense. Prison overseas versus prison time in U.S. Well, I know. Let me tell you something. I'm sure he's happy to come to a prison over here in America because the prisons over here in America is like a daggone luxury resort. You know what I'm saying? When you compare prisons, all prisoners rather come. Well, the prison in Norway is just as good. You know what I'm saying? So they like prisons. Hey, yes, my water. I'm drinking my water. I got ice in here though, but it's melting. Can you hear? So that's the reason I pulled that water out of there in this one because it had ice in it. Yeah, I heard Norway prisons, they are like, yeah, they are like hostile. There you go. Very good, Frankie. Yeah. So let's see if so apparently Elon felt bad or something and wanted to make it up to Trump. Trump's like, I have nothing to say to Elon. He's not returning his phone call. He doesn't want to make up with him. Like Elon, like straight went unhinged. That's what happens when you have the only child syndrome. Okay, he doesn't know how to be told no. Always known how to get his way. Such lack of discipline. Very lack of discipline. With Elon. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't like him. And I'm glad his Tesla. Oh, and Trump's gonna get rid of his Tesla now. I wonder how his stocks are doing. Hold on. We're going to have to do a side view here. Guys, I want to... because when Trump said that he wants to get rid of his Tesla, I'm sure that's going to affect the stock market. Huh? It's doing pretty okay. It is up 3.67%. Okay. So that's not bad. I'm really shocked. That car will wind up in the Tesla boneyard down the road from me. There's a Tesla cemetery down from you? Look at there. Them stocks are not bad. What is another stock that he has? He has oh yeah, we got a Tesla. It's a small parking lot too. We have a Tesla car dealership in our area, and it's not a big dealership. And you're right. It's that sucker is filled with Teslas. Okay. So no nobody down here. It's too hot to be having them damn Teslas. They're gonna just clunk out on you. So is it not called Twitter X? It's called X stocks. This is not what I want. What is the name? What is the name of the stupid Twitter? What is the name of it? I've seen enough cyber trucks to last me a lifetime. Those are some very ugly looking things. Okay, I give up. Okay, hold on, guys. Let's go to Twitter and look at the Elon versus Twitter beef together, because you guys are not updating me on what's going. Wait a minute. Is there videos here? No. It is. Trump says Musk has lost his mind as feud fallout mounts. So hold on. Yeah. Elon act like the jaded. He really did act like a jaded girlfriend. Like you swear that them two was lovers. Okay, so let's look at something that happened today. Oh, the attorney for Epstein defended Trump today. Musk calls for Trump impeachment. That's old. Elon Musk's embarrassing feud with Trump is damaging for the nation. Okay. President Trump and Elon Musk. Okay. Can we get something that's recent? This seems to be the most recent stuff. Let me see. Let's see chat. We're gonna watch it together, okay?
Hi, I'm Diana Macedo. Let's get right to our top story. President Trump says Elon Musk wants to talk to him, but that the president's not particularly interested as their very public feud is playing out. Trump told our John Carl earlier on the phone that Musk has, quote, lost his mind. This whole thing started as a fight over the president bill, but now the president's threatening to cancel Musk's government contracts, and Musk is threatening to pull NASA's ride to the International Space Station. Let's get right to White House correspondent Karen Travers. Karen, what's the latest here?
The latest, Diane, is that things seem to have cooled off today compared to where we were yesterday, with those messages flying back and forth between Elon Musk and President Trump, and of course President Trump's comments in the Oval Office. The president today seems to be trying to change the subject, move beyond that feud with Elon Musk, talking on social media about the economy and his policies, anything but those messages yesterday. But the president talked to John Carl earlier this morning, and he did not seem particularly concerned about it. In fact, he said that he was not interested in talking to Elon Musk, even though Musk wanted to talk to him. People around the president say he seems to be more sad about all of this than angry. Diane, the president has two events on his public schedule today before he leaves the White House to head to New Jersey. So far, both of those events are closed to reporters, but we are waiting to see if they bring in the press pool, because you can imagine what some of the first questions the president will get asked.
Karen, this is more complicated than just a feud between two men. You're talking about the president of the United States, the richest man in the world, and Musk also has these $1 billion worth government contracts, right? $20 billion worth. So what does that mean big picture? What's at stake here?
The president yesterday, at one point on Truth Social, his social media platform, threatened to cancel all of Elon Musk's contracts with the federal government. It's $20 billion across multiple companies. The president did not walk that back, and that's significant. Elon Musk threatened to pull back the Dragon spacecraft from working with NASA to take astronauts to and from the International Space Station. It's the only way that NASA can do that. He later said, though, that he wouldn't do that. He walked it back. But it's significant that how much of that business that Elon Musk and his companies have with the federal government. The Defense Department relies on them for getting satellites into space. There's internet issues that the federal government has contracts with Starlink to do rural access to internet across the country and also overseas, and also electric vehicles that Tesla has contracts with different federal agencies. So Diana,
how did they allow Elon to get that much power? Are you guys listening to this? Are you guys listening to what I'm hearing? How is he that connected? Hi Laura, hi Nina. Hello Ruckus. Alex said I asked him to leave. Yeah, he said, yeah. Trump said he asked him to leave. Elon, I swear to God, you swore that Elon was in love with Trump, like they were lovers. Okay. Frankie said maybe in exchange for running Doge. Yeah. I don't know, because this looks like nothing but wwws. And when I say, I'm not saying World Wide Web, I'm like W wins. Nothing but winning for Elon. Like, did you hear all this money and then all the power he has with the space program? Did you hear how they said that they're reliant on him in order to get certain satellites and spacecrafts up in space?
Joel just tipped $5. The children suffer most when couples separate. I want custody of J.D. Vance every other weekend.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Why didn't that play? I mean, I heard you. Hold on. I'm on the wrong. Wait a minute. Joe, thank you so much for the donation. Like, you want J.D. Vance. Hold on. I'm going to play it again for you, okay? So we can see it. Okay, I'm replaying it now.
Joel just tipped $5. The children suffer most when couples separate. I want custody of J.D. Vance every other weekend.
Dude, you can have custody of J.D. Vance forever. I can't stand that man. I can't stand him. Thanks for the $5, Joe. I really appreciate you. Well, NASA G equals has kind of sucked lately. I'm still concerned about how powerful this man is besides being one of the richest man. Is he really the richest man in the world? Or is he just the richest man in the United States?
Big question today for the White House and for the president about that threat to cut those contracts. What would the alternative be if the government wasn't in business with Elon Musk?
All right, Karen Travers at the White House for us. Thanks, Karen. Now let's bring in ABC News executive editorial producer John Santucci for more. John, Elon Musk was...
No, I don't want to hear his opinion. I don't care. Let's go back and I want to see. That was pretty good. That was 8 hours ago. Let's see if we get something. Okay, this is 9 hours ago, but I don't want to hear him rambling though, dude. Ugh. Okay. Will Trump end government funding for Elon Musk SpaceX? Breaking. Trump's not interested. Okay, here we go. Here's something. And it's not that long either, chat. It's about 3 minutes. What, 3 minutes and 41 seconds.
A day of online jabs, threats, and accusations leading to the New York Post cover, "I hate my ex." But cooler heads could still prevail as White House aides are reportedly working to broker
Trump and I were so good together. Why won't he return my phone calls? I will not be ignored, Donald.
Trump and I were so good together. Oh, that was Elon. Right? Hold on a second. I think it was. Didn't sound like Elon, but it was Elon. Yup, it sure was. Sorry, Elon. You need to go grow up. Okay? You need to grow up. And yeah. AI voice is off the rails. Y'all want to hear him again? That didn't sound like Elon a little bit, though. It didn't sound like Elon, but I'll play it again for you.
Joel just tipped $5. Trump and I were so good together. Why won't he return my phone calls? I will not be ignored, Donald.
Did y'all think that sound like? I mean, I could tell that's Elon. CNN and MSNBC are salivating over this. Aren't we all, though? It's not the right tempo. Yeah, it's Elon has a certain cadence to his voice, and that mix. But you can tell it's him though. You can tell it's him though. That's what the thing. It sound robotic because it is. I don't think anybody's going to be as perfect as Donald Trump's voice. I mean, SpongeBob. Hold on. SpongeBob sounds like SpongeBob. Dr. Phil sounds like Dr. Phil. Of course, Trump sounds like Trump. And who else sounds like themselves on Kickbot? Oh, yeah, Ben Shapiro. Oh, yeah, thanks, Nina. Ben Shapiro. Ibris is... Elon's a robot. Well, on the Kickbot, he is. So, hey, Skybomb. Jordan Peterson. Yeah, Jordan Peterson sound like Kermit the Frog, and I got both of them on Kickbot. No more fireball. Yeah, because the Democrats are talking about taking Elon back. I don't believe it, though.
A truce between President Trump and Elon Musk.
Fox team coverage to kick things off this Friday. David Spunt will have more on the probe of former President Biden's decline. But first to our Aisha Husty. She is live where it's all happening, the White House. What are the chances that Musk and Trump get on the phone today and talk this one out?
Hey, John and Sandra, good to see you. I would say the chances are very, very slim to none. And that's really, quite frankly, coming from the president himself, who apparently is calling just about everyone or getting on the phone with just about everyone except for his old pal, Elon Musk. He just got off the phone with our Brett Baer and told him this, that he is not interested in talking to Elon. He is not worried about any of these third-party threats. Elon's been on X talking about perhaps we should create a third party. And Trump also pointed to some favorable polling that shows that there is strong support for him across America and also amongst Republicans on Capitol Hill. Of course, this all started because of the big, beautiful bill, and Elon is still trying to kill that. And here's a direct quote from the president this afternoon. He says, Elon's totally lost it. So we don't expect to see a phone call between these two men, at least.
Nah, you accused the man of being a PDF file. You told him that his tariffs are going to cause a recession later on this year, which there's a video I'm going to show where they fight back against that. And you told everybody that he should be impeached and that J.D. Vance should be vice president. So I should slap you just for that alone, dude. No, I don't want no damn J.D. Vance. And y'all get ready, because I'm not no J.D. Vance girl. Okay? I'm not going to be putting up with him. But I mean, he unleashed. He was so feminine and so unhinged and crazy and feminine. That's the way he acted. You swear that Trump was his boyfriend or something. And Trump cheated on him with another man or something. What the hell?
Today, we shall see where this goes. In the meantime, the White House
gifted subs. Oh, I got a gifted sub. Who did it? Oh, Joe. Joe, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I don't know who you gifted a sub to, though. That's the only thing is, it doesn't tell me who you gifted a sub to. It says something about a gifted sub, but it just doesn't. It doesn't tell me who you did it to. But it doesn't. Okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. So thank you so much for the gifted sub. Okay. Hold on. Where we at? Okay, here we go.
Here, John, is trying to figure out what to do with that red Tesla with Florida plates that, remember, Trump bought.
Yeah, Trump wants to give it away. I got it in the queue. Hold on a second. Where is it? Hold on. Right. Trump wants to give away or sell his Tesla he bought from Elon. Couldn't give me no daggone electric car. I would, I would resell that sucker right back to somebody else. Ain't gonna catch me with no daggone Tesla or any type of all electric car. So I'm surprised they're covering. Oh, I clicked on the right video there, chat. Joe posted, gifted a sub to Daughter of Liberty. Daughter of Liberty, congratulations. You got yourself a gifted sub, Daughter of Liberty. I don't know why it's not showing me. I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know why it's not showing me. Why am I talking about kick? I don't understand. It is what it is. But I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that they're actually showing this. They're showing that Trump wants to get rid of that daggone Tesla.
Full price back in March. It's still sitting here on the White House grounds, and we are told it's either going to be given away or it's going to be sold off. The president actually has not said anything on camera about this dust up today. He dodged a question late last evening after briefly commenting on Musk during a visit with the German chancellor. Watch this.
I'd rather have him criticize me than the bill, because the bill is incredible. You know, Elon's upset because we took the EV mandate. Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore.
Mr. President, any response to Elon Musk claims about the Epstein file?
So for his part, Musk appears to be a little bit more open to mending relations. Last night, he posted on X that he won't, in fact, be decommissioning the Dragon spacecraft after he posted that he would do that. And then he replied, "You're not wrong," to a post by David Ackman, who wrote, "The two men should make peace for the benefit of our great country."
No, you went crazy. You weaponized your platform to just go crazy on Trump. You went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And now you talking about something. Now you realize how crazy you look. And you're like, I want to talk with Trumpy. Trump, come talk to me. I'm so sorry. Come on, please. I'm so sorry. Oh, please. We should go to his Twitter and see what he's been talking about lately. Hold on. Such a effeminate action from some guy.
We are much stronger together than apart. So at this hour of this breakup watch here at the White House, President Trump not budging. He departs for Bedminster later this afternoon, about 3 o'clock, and that will be what we expect the first time we'll see him today. And maybe he'll talk to us and the cameras about what he thinks about Elon. John.
Well, be sure to ask him about that red Tesla, because the denouement of that little item is something that we're all interested in.
Are you interested in that Tesla, John?
Well, no, I'm interested in the story. And the fact that it's got Florida plates
sale,
on it, by now it's supposed to have D.C. plates on it, I think, though maybe the president gets special dispensation on that. Thanks.
He lives in Florida, dodo head. Well, he has one of his homes in Florida. So he's not going to be driving the Tesla in D.C. He has Secret Service agents. The president never drives. The president never drives in D.C. or at all. I do believe they're not allowed to drive themselves while they're president. I do believe I'm correct on that. So why the hell would he have D.C. plates when he has a big mansion in Mar-a-Lago? Dodo head.
I should keep us posted. Sandra?
I'm Steve Ducey.
Okay. All right, let's look at this real quick. Well, not right now. Hold on a second. Let's go to Elon's Twitter. Dude, Grok sucks so bad at making images. They really do. It makes so much. Oh, God. Are you serious? Okay, here we go. What is this? This is all Elon's wants. Slim, beautiful Bill. %. Mario is definitely a hardcore Elon fan. He's also corrupt. This Mario guy is a fraud. The American Party, Elon's vision to dismantle the establishment. When 5.6 million people tell you they're politically homeless, perhaps it's time to build. I know they're not gassing this guy up to think that he's going to build a third party that is a possible threat to the Democrats or the Republicans. Does he really believe? Guys, listen to me. And this may not apply to most of you all right? If you ever get successful, oh God, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. Maybe I need to
Ina just tipped $5. Please forgive me, President Pito. I am so sorry that I did not take my medication. And I am the product of inbreeding.
What? Is that Elon again? Hold on. Yeah, that's Elon again. Hold on, let me see where I'm not even on the right. Let me just get rid of this. Let me just
Ina just tipped $5. Please forgive me, President Pito. I am so sorry that I did not take my medication. And I am the product of inbreeding.
This is true. However, I do admire his mother. That's a powerful woman. More powerful than you all think. But yeah, I just anyway, getting back to this. Like, there's no way. Oh, this is what I was about to say. When you all get successful, please don't surround yourself with yes men and yes women. You'll get out of touch with reality. I have very thick skin, so I don't have yes men and yes women in my IRL, okay, in my real life. I have people who I bet you it's because of this thing here is this light is up. I think that's the reason why this is going on. Hold on a second, guys. Let me see. Hold on, because I'm about to turn this light off. For a second. Hold on a second. I think that's it. I think that worked. I didn't want y'all to see me getting up because I have a very, 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 very short skirt on. And I didn't want y'all to see my booty. Okay, I think that's it. That's what went wrong. I had the light up on here. Don't associate yourself with people who are just going to tell you what you want to hear. Okay? Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Seriously, you need to look into his mother, high priestess of the Illuminati. I told you that I just told you she's a very powerful woman. Hold on though. I want you to understand something. Whether she's a priestess or a witch or whatever she is, she's a very powerful woman. And I admire that. Because only a woman of a certain type of mentality and understanding certain types of science can, what makes her evil? Because she's a part of the Illuminati y'all talking about? Now that part, y'all going to have to prove the Illuminati part in. There you go, Ray. She's an alchemist. I don't think she's evil. I don't see no evidence. Show me some evidence of her being evil. You know? I mean, you have to be... The fact that Elon didn't have a daddy in his life, if I'm going to judge her for anything, I'll judge her on that. She sucked at choosing men to reproduce with. Okay, because Elon is not blessed in the genetics department, if you know what I mean. I think she could have. Chose a better man to have a baby by. I'm just saying. Look up her images. I can send. Okay, no. Don't tell me to look up her images. Tell me why you think she's evil. I'm not. You guys do this all the time, where when I say I don't understand what you're talking about, well, go look it up. Go look it up. No. You tell me what makes her evil. You want me to look up her images and see what? If you can't tell me why she's evil, then you're making it up. And the whole thing of go look up her pictures is just a deflection. I'm asking you, you made a claim, then you should be able to defend your claim. Now, I do have patience with a lot of religious people here. She covers one eye. She has a photo wearing devil horns. She's throwing up the 6666. Okay. All right. So if I throw up 6666, am I part of the Illuminati too? She covers one eye. Okay, that's fine. Which one she covers, the left one or the right one? Because I understand the covering of one eye, by the way. There's a message behind that. She has a photo wearing devil horns. Okay. I love Christians. You Christians are get so easily spooked. But yeah, I'm not that in itself does not make her. And that whole how do you throw up 666? Okay, so I call cap on the whole throw. She's throwing the 666. I call cap, but even if she is, which I'm gonna say that didn't happen. All right. I think I'm not no thing. I know you making that up. How is it possible? What do? Do you go like this? 666 666. Is that what you do? Illuminati gang signs. Okay. All right. Not a Christian. Are you religious, Cat? Are you religious? By the way, I'm not judging you at all. I'm not spooked out spiritual. So I don't get spooked out. Okay. Well, hold on. If you say you're spiritual, do you honor one? Hold on. When you say spiritual, are you spiritual in a polytheist way or a monotheist way? So are you part of the monotheist clan or the polytheist clan? That'll tell me more. Because when people say spiritual, Christians, people who worship Jesus can call themselves spiritual. I don't know what either of those are. I think you do. You're just playing dumb. Do you don't know what monotheist or polytheist is? You're really going hold on. You're going to tell me all about the Illuminati, the 666, the devil horns. You're going to tell me all this other stuff about the Illuminati, but you don't know what the hell is the difference between a polytheistic versus monotheist. You don't know the difference between poly and mono. Okay. All right. Anyway, you sincerely made me laugh. I know all about the Illuminati. I know all about the devil horns. I know all about the 666. Okay, so do you know what's the difference? Are you more polytheist or monotheist? I don't know what that is, but I know what the Illuminati. Nope, I don't keep it simple. Too big of words for my dyslexic brain. But you know what Illuminati is. You want to sit up here and play dyslexic, but you know what Illuminati is. Years of research. Okay, you're religious. Okay, you're religious. Anytime I see somebody and you're being bad faith, I don't like that. But I'm pretty chill today because I had a really, really good day. So I'm not getting angry. I normally get angry when somebody like play with my intelligence, and that's what you're doing. Okay. But you are religious. You can sit up here and mask it as spiritual. You're not. Okay. You're religious. Okay. I'm not. I have had extreme heat, bruh. What the hell does that have to do with you being religious? You even talk like you're religious. I don't care about you having heartbreak. What does that have to do with you being religious? You even talk like somebody who's religious. And it's okay. I don't understand the purpose of you hiding that. Why are you ashamed of that? But you're not spiritual. No, I'm spiritual. Okay. There's that. I don't trust God. Well, if you don't trust God, then you and Elon's mama should be best friends. If you don't trust God, then here, what you being mad at? Okay, because it sound like you jealous that she's more close to Satan than you. The hell? Now you just talking nonsense. I don't trust God, but she wore them devil horns and she deal with the 666. Now, you understand how stupid. Now, I'm sorry, I got to call you stupid. You got to understand how stupid you sound when you are vilifying this woman, according to you, who is paying more homage to Satan, yet still you turn around and say, I don't trust God. How the hell are you any different? I believe in him, but I've prayed and prayed for help, but they were never answered. And of course, I was right. You are religious. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so good. I knew you was religious. Spiritual people don't pray to no God, okay? Okay, religious people do. Religious people pray to Allah. Religious people pray to Jesus. Religious people pray to God, Yahweh, Yosef ben Yahshua ben Yosef, Abraham. Religious people do that, praying to one deity. Okay. So you have no idea what I have been trying to do. I don't care. I just don't. My thing is that my thing is that you have come here with hypocrisy, just like this woman is being Illuminati wearing 666, and then you being blasphemous against your own God, and I find that hypocritical. That's what I find. I'm like, well, damn. Then if you finding all this stuff about her embracing the dark side, then hell, how is that any different than what you doing is blasphemous? You know, saying according to your religious teachings and stuff like that. Tree can't be allowed to run a Shut up, Alex. Shut up. Oh, man. Okay, stop it, guys. Listen, I'm not staying long dealing with you people, okay? All right? Y'all lucky that Joe and Nina been donating. That's the reason why I'm even still talking to the chat like this, okay? So, there's that. Tree only prays to the good Lord Martin Luther King. Oh, God. All right. Okay. Let me get back to what I was saying. That was a good distraction, though. Okay. Listen, I'm not spooky. I am, and I am, unlike cats, I am spiritual. I am really spiritual. Okay. So there's that. I don't get into the whole religious, and I don't, there's I don't want to be insulting to Christians, but, you know, saying the I and I, that's, you know, that's who I acknowledge. The I am, the I am. All right. So there's that. I don't deal with what you guys do. Hence why when you start getting into the spookyism of thinking that some people have these special powers that you don't have the ability to have. Okay, that's just limited thinking. That's just limited talk. You understand the mind controls everything in your reality. And I know I'm probably talking over some of your head, but when I said his mother is very powerful.
Joel just tipped $5. Sounds like someone wants to be Satan's bottom bitch.
See, that's Dr. Phil. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. I understand the power of the mind, and I understand how certain things are presented just to make people skittish and spooky. You tend to fear that which you don't understand, and I don't scare easy. Alexis says, spiritual people talk with our gods and goddesses. There you go, girl. We have a much more lax relationship with our deities. We ask our deities to join us in rituals and things of that nature. We aren't afraid of our deities. We work with them. Yes. So, yeah, I agree. Everything you just said, Alexi, I'm by you, girl. So that's what I'm saying. I don't, when people want to make stuff spooky or whatever, I'm thinking like, well, what do you know about that? I've always decided to study that which I don't know, so I'm not spooked out or afraid of it. Not that I would join it, but I'm just saying it's not just going to make me just look at somebody and go, oh, you know. I ran into a voodoo priestess 2 weeks ago. Everybody was treating her like standoffish. And because I studied the religion of voodoo, and I understand the background of it, a lot of Catholicism involved in that, to where they have the off branch. So she's more in hoodoo than voodoo or voodoo. But everybody was so spooked out about her. And I wasn't spooked out about her at all. Did you get some extra pins to stick? So that's that. I don't scare like that. I don't scare. No one. We are all human, and you all give too much power to people who are human just like you, as if they got something you can't get. You can get the same thing they're getting. And I always admire strong women because I know who women are, who we are, what our powers are. And so a lot of times y'all give y'all powers away. So when I see a woman who is truly aware of self, and she's aware of the I am, then I'm gonna tip my hat to her. Like, okay, girl, I see you. You should have picked a better man to have a baby with, but okay, I see you. You did the best with what you could. Anyway, let's get back with this. So stupid. This dumb guy thinks that he can actually get is that what he's gonna call it? Wait a minute, they seriously thinking about building a new third party of women, not the third party, because we already got 3, 4, 5. How many other parties we got? We got the Libertarian Party. We got don't matter. Elon can't run for president. And most of the men who are following him can't even vote. Don't we have... Thank you, Alex. You took the words right out of my mouth. Okay? You took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, how many other third parties do we have? We have the Libertarian one. We have the... what was the one that Trump joined when he was going to run for president first off? Y'all remember that? We also have the Green Party. Thank you, Alexi. I said it before you. The Constitution, the Reform. Okay, I think Trump was going to be on the Reform Party. So we have the Green Party, the Constitutional Party, the Libertarian Party. Trump was part of the Reform Party. And so that's 5 right there. So now he's going to be number 6. He going to cheat over part. He's going to be number 6. Okay. Come on now. Come on. Stop it. This is what happens when you surround yourself with people gas you up. Don't do that. Have people that's going to tell you the truth, even if it hurts your feelings. And you should be mature enough to know when your feelings are hurt, because what? Are they telling the truth, or they're telling something that's going to make you angry on purpose? And if you have really good friends, then there's that. What is this? The people have spoken a new okay, hold on. We got to go through all his tweets, honey. He has been talking all his tweets. All right. Is it really that hard for people to understand that Elon does not give a crap about being the richest man on earth? He wants to make life multi-planetary. He does not want to see America go bankrupt and wants to see this country be great again. First of all, he does care about being the richest man on earth. That's why he is the richest man on earth. Okay, check yourself. And look at him. He's just like giving like a nod to everybody who sucks him off. Current U.S. government spending appears. I don't care. I don't care about this. X is now the #1 app in news and magazine in Germany. I don't care. Why are we caring about some daggone Germany? Breaking. X is back at #1, top spot in news category on the U.S. App Store and in free apps too. Something to consider. Diverger. What is this? Vergers. Help me say this word, Nina. How do I say this word? I think I still have my to rent too damn high. No way. The black guy in New York, the rent is too damn high. God, that was such a crazy meme. Oh my God. Yes, if he wasn't rich, he would be able to have so many baby mamas. Well, it's a French word. Oh, I don't care about French words. Once you tell me it's French, I've lost interest. Thank you for telling me it's French. I don't care about French words. French is doo-doo poo-poo. The anti-solar mind virus has infected the GOP. There are still plenty of principled conservatives, but they are being drowned out by ideologues and cronies. Solar power is so obviously the future for anyone who can do elementary math. Dude, shut up. Elon. Who is running this account? Embarrassing. U.S. generation is... I don't care about this. The most entertaining outcome is the most likely. Elon, if you want the best bang for your buck, get involved in primaries to push moderate Republicans. Primaries are extremely cheap and can get an unbelievable return on investment. Moderate Republicans can win general elections and pull moderate Democrats away from woke progressives. Hey, if Elon is going to start investing in some politicians, then I'll go ahead and get into politics myself then. Okay? Full disclosure. Okay, you going to be dealing out some money? Okay, I'm going to run. Representative Roy, the truth is our whole budget has grown from about 3.6 trillion a decade ago to 7.2 trillion. Now it's doubled and everybody wants to applaud themselves for 160 billion of reductions and increases. I'm sorry, I don't think that's good enough.
My colleagues say, oh, but Chip, it's the biggest spending decrease in history. Let's be very clear. It is a reduction in future increases of about $1.6 trillion. Yes, that is the biggest amount ever. But guess what? We have sizably more debt and sizably more spending than ever. So of course it should be, but it should be more. $1.6 trillion in cuts or future reductions is really about $160 billion a year over 10 years. That's the truth. The truth is our whole budget has grown from about 3.6 trillion a decade ago to 7.2 trillion now. It's doubled. And everybody wants to applaud themselves for $160 billion of reductions and increases. I'm sorry, I don't think that's good enough.
Okay. May the bridge I burn light the way. I haven't heard this in so long. This is a very old saying. Best Matchbox cover ever. If simulation theory is correct, then my theory is probably right, as boring simulation are terminated to save computer costs, which is what we do to I don't care about this. The people have spoken. A new political party is needed in America to represent the 80% in the middle. And exactly 80% of people agree. The America Party. America Party has a nice ring to it. The party that actually represents America. Dude, he is so smelling his own farts. This is fate. What is this? Over the past 9+ years, I've had the immense privilege to work with someone that I don't care. Gosh, dude. Hey, everybody, let me talk to people who's kissing my butt. Hold on. Millen, it was an honor working with you. Enjoy the time with the family. Right now, one composed tweet button is staring at Elon like a green goblin mask. It's staring at Elon. Sorry, guys. I'm going to improve my reading comprehension skills. Ooh, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna get a copy. Oh shoot. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get a copy content ID. I can't. No. Spider-Man was a good movie, but I can't play this because I'll get copy content ID. Okay. All right. Congress is bankrupting America. Stock performance over 15 years. Tesla 18%. BYD. Holy smokes, what is BYD? I need to be part of that stock. Hey, what's BYD? Hold on. BYD stock. Oh. Okay. Well, just because I invest in it doesn't mean I have to drive one. Dude, look at that. 548%. Damn. Whoever invested in that early on it's a Chinese car company. Oh, that explains a lot. Hello, my Honda. Hello. I love Hondas. I love Toyota. Look. Oh, damn. Why is Toyota's outperforming Hondas? I think I'm gonna get me another Honda. This time I'm gonna get one that has they only have one left that has a stick shift, and that's the Civic Si. But I wouldn't mind owning a Toyota. I had a Toyota before. Prius versus an Insight. Breaking: X is now the #1 news app in Saudi Arabia. So what? Record low birth shake Japan. Japan recorded fewer than 700,000 births in 2024 for the first time since records began in 1899, and 686,061 babies born, a drop for over 41,000 from 2023, and the ninth straight year of decline. The fertility. Well, why are they showing a bunch of men with babies? That's very creepy. The fertility rate fell to a record low of 1.15, while death hits a record high of 1.6 million, resulting in a population drop of $919,237, Japan's largest ever. Well, showing pictures like this is not going to help it now. Where's the women at? Jeez Louise, these people. Dimitri. I am disappointed in you, Dimitri. Dimitri Medvedev. He's Russian, by the way. Dmitry Medvedev. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name right. Okay, let me see if I can do a Russian accent. We are ready to facilitate the conclusion of a peace deal between D and E for a reasonable fee and to accept Starlink shares as payment. Don't fight, guys. Oh, he's making a nice joke. Bannon advocates crime because he's a criminal. Uh-oh. Starlink now in Dominican. In a hypothetical scenario, if they see SpaceX, all the engineers would leave. Literally all of them. Bannon is a criminal. Elon criticized Congress, not Trump. Trump then attacked Elon personally. What the? No, he didn't. Like Elon. Look. They got the orders wrong. Congratulations, Tesla. Okay, why? Oh, the Berlin team. Dude, this is so silly. Oh, let's see what Jesse got to say. Y'all want to see what Jesse got to say? After this, we'll move on to the rest of the news.
My issue is that the media said that Musk was the co-president. He doesn't look like the co-president anymore. The media said Trump was doing favors for Elon Musk. Well, if you look at this big, beautiful bill, there's no favors for Elon Musk in it at all. Now, the big, beautiful bill, now he's got a beef with it. These are the things that Trump ran on and won on. Wall, ice skies so you could do mass deportations. Military, F-35 ships, pay raises for the troops, and tax relief for everybody, no tax on tips. These are the things that won him the election. He didn't run on balancing the budget. So this is the priority right now. You have 4 years to balance the budget. Yeah, there's a lot of pork in this thing. There's always a little pork, all right? But this is not a spending bill. This is the signature piece of Donald Trump's second term. This may be the last major piece of legislation Trump ever passes. Well, he might have 3 terms, but for now, we're saying this is it.
Okay. All right. So Elon think that he can Elon think that he can actually run a third party. Actually, maybe more like Medvedev. Medvedev. Jeffrey Epstein's top criminal attorney reveals what Epstein said about Donald Trump days before his death, following Musk allegations. So this is what he said. I was hired to lead Jeffrey Epstein's defense as his criminal lawyer 9 days before he died. He sought my advice for months before that. I can say authoritatively and unequivocally and definitely. Oh my God, what's with the big words? Now I don't believe you. That he had no information to hurt President Trump. I specifically asked him. I can tell you unequivocally, as someone who would know, that President Trump never did anything wrong with Jeffrey Epstein. Did y'all hear that? Now let's go to here where it says the White House hits back at Elon Musk's recession prediction. Now, I kind of, if the tariffs do not get taken care of, like if people don't come up with a tariff deal by this fall, absolutely won't go into recession. That is a definite. Okay. That's a definite. So I'm just saying, let's see what they have to say about that. Keep in mind, don't like no damn Elon. So.
Oh, here we go in the clash of the Titans, and President Trump and Elon Musk are locked into a war of words. It all started with their disagreements over Trump's big, beautiful bill. That was about a week ago. The question now, where are the two headed from here? This was some action that you seldom see, huh?
Hard to look away.
Dana's got the day off. I'm Bill Hemmer. Welcome to Friday, America. And Jackie, you brought some news with you. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good to be with you. I'm Jackie Heinrich. This is America's Newsroom.
Yeah.
I feel like most Republicans are watching this and feeling like their parents just got a divorce.
That could be. And you wonder if there's an opportunity for reconciliation. And at the moment, we really don't know, right? And we just take it a step at a time.
Yeah.
But that action yesterday afternoon was something else, and we'll get to it now.
Yes. President Trump posting in part, quote, I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. This puts our country on a path of greatness. Make America great again.
So, Jackie, the tough talk between the world's most powerful man and the world's richest ranged over topics far and wide.
Peter Doocy is live at the White House with new details on where things stand. Peter, what are the vibes over there this morning?
Okay, I just want to know about the recession thing.
Now you want to start, Jackie? And I'll tell you, the last time the president commented about this,
he should create a new political party, one that
was last night, early this morning. So we'll see whether or not that changes. I think Republican economic advisors. Sir, good morning to you. We have a lot to cover, okay? But first, I want to get your reaction to what's happening. Can't we just hug it out, Stephen? Good morning. What happens next? Musk said the Trump tariffs will cause a recession.
Thank you. Finally, look. I had to get to 5 minute 23-second mark in a 9-minute video just to hear about the tariffs.
In the second half of this year. Your reaction on that, if I could, sir.
Look, there's no evidence of that happening now, and there's no evidence that that happened last time either. The president raised tariffs on China aggressively in 2018, 2019, and there was zero evidence whatsoever of any drag on the economy. In fact, the economy did very, very well. So we've been hearing from these...
No. You got to be honest. Trump has tariffs on more than one country. Come on now. That's disingenuous. Yeah, absolutely. He only did China. So? He has more than China this time. Y'all got tariffs on, y'all got a bunch, and I mean a bunch of them tariffs on Russia. All right. Then you got, I think you just relaxed the tariffs off of the EU because they finally gave you what you're looking for. You got tariffs on all other countries, where, shoot, hold on. I do believe you even got tariffs on Japan. And another Asian country that has a major company in it. So come on now, be honest here.
Doomsayers and Chicken Littles about tariffs for a long time, and we don't expect any of that this time, just like there wasn't any of it last time.
Got it. Do you think the big, beautiful bill is in more danger today than it was yesterday?
I don't think so, and the reason is that everyone knows that if we don't pass this big, beautiful bill, it's going to be ugly. The economy is very strong right now. The president has created over 500,000 jobs since he's been in office, and
is he gay? Who here is gay? Who have a good gay radar? I'm picking up gay vibes from him. Not there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. I just want to see if I need to fine-tune my gaydar.
All of those are native-born, as opposed to foreign-born workers, and that's in contrast to President Biden, who is creating 2/3 of the jobs being foreign-born as opposed to Americans, right? And so that's a problem. And if we don't pass the big, beautiful bill, this very healthy, very strong economy we've got is going to disappear, because it's going to be a $4 trillion tax hike, the biggest in history.
Okay, here you mentioned tariffs in your last answer. Here's the president just yesterday with regard to China.
All right, finally.
Two great leaders of the world in a very short period of time. We had a very good talk, and we've straightened out any complexity. I think we're in very good shape with China and the trade deal. We have a deal with China, as you know, but we were straightening out some of the points, having to do mostly with rare earth, magnets, and some other things.
So I don't know what you can add to that. If so, please contribute to it and break some news here today. On the calendar, the 9th of July is 33 days away. That was the imposed deadline. Who goes first, if anyone, as of today?
You mean who goes first in terms of countries?
In a new deal, correct.
Yeah, so there's a number of deals in the works with a number of our trading partners, particularly in Asia and in Europe as well. And I expect that these deals to come out in a flurry as we get closer to the deadline. Some might come out very soon, but I expect there to be a flurry as we get closer to the deadline because of the process in which these deals are proceeding, where there's steps that everyone is taking to move the deal forward, and those steps are designed to yield success around the time of the deadline.
Got it. So I'm just, I mean to interrupt, but every time we do these segments, I'm just trying to find the name of a country who will be first in line. Can we say today which country that will be?
I cannot. I'm not a trade negotiator. I run the council.
Oh, but you just said that there's no evidence that this will cause a recession. And did you just name China because you was like, during Trump's first term, it was only China. Yeah, it was only China. It was only China. Green Eye Wonder said, okay, gay, but my gaydar is awful. Ray, you can't judge because you're straight. Yeah, I'm picking up gay vibes, right? He's one of those sassy, snooty, very, he looks like he comes from a very rich family background, right?
Economic advisors, not the Council of Economic Deciders. So I'm not directly involved in those negotiations.
Then shut your ass up in reference to the daggone outcome of the recession. How would you know? You don't even know what country is going to sit up here and fold. By the way, the EU, Britain already agreed. So Britain has signed the tariffs agreement with Trump. So that's one down, and how many more to go?
Of course, I talk with my colleagues, and I hear good things.
Okay. So there were good things on the jobs report. Hiring slowed in America, but here's the number, 139,000 for May. The expected number was 130. Others had it around 125,000. Not terrible. What is your reaction on that, Stephen?
No, they're great jobs numbers. The president's economy is healthy. The president is succeeding in creating hundreds of thousands of jobs since he came into office. More than 500,000 jobs since he came into office, and they're all going to native-born Americans.
Okay.
And on top of that, wages grew in May at twice.
Actually, you know what? Hold on, let me tell you something. I walk outside. I like to do a bunch of walking, right? And on 2 occasions, y'all want to hear progress? When I'm walking, I normally see nothing but Hispanic men on top of the roof when they are when they're rebuilding the roof. Okay. Today, I saw a bunch of roofers on the roof, and it was nothing but black people. It was nothing but black men. And it looks so crazy to me because I'm so used to seeing them daggone little tiny age Hispanic men up there with their lime green t-shirts. I said, holy smokes. Now, of course, you know, one of them go like, I need to be walking with you. So you know, okay, you're going to get that from the basketball American crowd, right? They all up on that roof. Okay. But I was like, oh my God, I don't see no Padres up there. All I see is a bunch of basketball Americans. So I'm like, listen, I cannot tell you how things are going in other parts of America, but I can tell you down here in Georgia, the Hispanics are not on the roof no more, and that's very rare. When I had this roof redone many years ago, because the daggone tree fell on this roof, the man who owned the roofing company is white, but everybody he had on top of that roof were Hispanics. So I'm just telling you, I'm noticing the difference down here in Georgia.
The pace that they grew in April, right? So we've got better job creation, better real income growth. It's a great report.
Let me show you May. May 139, we just showed you that, but in April it was revised to 147,000. What was your read on that?
Okay, I don't care no more. Here on Long Island, it's still Spanish and white people in the trucks, sitting or outside looking up at them. All right, Ray. We'll probably be ending here in another 10 minutes. We got to talk about Garcia, because I'm bored with this situation here. What is this? Oh, let's look at this. It's only 43 seconds.
Elon Musk is not an ally to Democrats, and any Democrat who thinks he is. He not only sued my former employer for reporting in multiple countries, he deposed me in Chicago. He flew his lawyers to Chicago to depose me for mean tweets. A 25-year-old with less than $10,000 in her bank account, because he has such thin skin and he hates when his power is questioned in any way. He is not an ally to anyone but himself.
Well, how mean were they?
Huh?
I mean, pretty mean.
And to your point, there are a lot of things about Elon Musk and that.
But would you take his money? Just answer.
No,
would you take his money?
I would not.
Would you advise a congressional candidate to take a contribution from Elon?
No.
I'm not taking money from a guy who does a Hitler salute. It's just that simple.
Okay, I don't like Elon, but he did not do no Hitler salute. Sit your butt down, chick, okay? All right. Breaking. Deported MS-13 gang member Kilmar Abrego Garcia is on his way back to the United States, and he faces criminal charges. Pam Bondi is announced this, and we may get a video if we don't see a video down here. Let me see. Breaking. We just got our hands on the body camera footage of the Maryland dad, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, was a suspect in human trafficking operation in 2022. Watch what happened. Is there any more? Okay. All right, we got 2 videos here. All right, let's watch this on Twitter.
Every day, another shoe drops on the Maryland dad. He was a suspect in a human trafficking operation dating back 3 years. And Fox Digital just got their hands on the body cam. But you're seeing it here first. Tennessee Highway Patrol stopped Kilmar for speeding and noticed he had 8 other people in the car. All no luggage. Take a look.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, and you?
All right.
Everything good?
You got a bunch of people in here, don't you?
It's one for shit. Yes. Go back to work.
Gotcha. Where you working at?
Where?
Where?
San Luis, Missouri.
Missouri?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I'm from to Maryland.
So where do y'all live at?
Where I live in? I live in Maryland.
Maryland?
Yeah, also.
Whose vehicle is it?
What, excuse me?
Whose car is it?
It's to my boss.
Your boss?
My boss, yeah.
Where's he live? Where's your boss live?
My boss right now is staying in Maryland, but he lives in Texas, in Houston, Texas.
After talking to Kilmar, the officers had no doubt he was trafficking.
You know what you got here, right?
No.
He's hauling these people for money. You got an ass hauler is what he's doing, but sometimes they commingle dope. And
No. What?
He,
Did you see that squad back in
there's 8 people in there.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that. They put an extra row of seats in there.
Yeah. So he's getting paid to all these people, probably to Maryland, I would say, if I had my guess.
He said they all work together. That's what he's telling me, but he's the only one that knows English.
So let me ask you this. They don't have any luggage in there, right? And if you get them out, they're going to have a tube of toothpaste and they're going to have toothbrushes in their pockets, I guarantee it.
He's got $1,400 cash in his pocket in an envelope.
In the video, you can see one of the cops making a phone call. The body cam audio cuts out for 10 minutes. Sources told us that on that call was Joe Biden's FBI, which advised police not to detain Kilmar at the time. That source also tells us Highway Patrol called Biden's ICE, and they never showed up. Biden's guys said an MS-13 gangster, suspected human smuggler and wife beater, released into the country. God knows what he did and was never caught for before Trump deported him. Primetime will keep digging and keep you posted when we find more.
Oh my God! Oh my God, what? Chat! Holy smokes! Okay, let's look at the other one here. Oh my God! I think this is Pam Bundy talking about this. It's a 3-minute video that's looping.
Alien smuggling in violation of Title 8 USC 1324.
Oh my God, she is so low. Who the hell clipped this video? Let me see if we can find a louder one on Twitter. I mean on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to watch no 8-minute video though. Hold on. Is it possible we can watch a shorter video or? Jeez, they all are long videos. Okay, let's
st, a grand jury in the Middle District of Tennessee returned a sealed indictment charging Abrego Garcia with alien smuggling and conspiracy to commit alien smuggling in violation of Title 8 USC 1324. We want to thank President Bukele for agreeing to return Abrego Garcia to the United States. Our government presented El Salvador with an arrest warrant, and they agreed to return him to our country. We're grateful to President Bukele for agreeing to return him to our country to face these very serious charges. This is what American justice looks like. Upon completion of his sentence, we anticipate he will be returned to his home country of El Salvador. The grand jury found that over the past 9 years, Abrego Garcia has played a significant role in an alien smuggling ring.
Now we see why all them damn Democrats kept flying down to El Salvador to watch him and to talk to him. It's making sense now why they have this special interest in this guy.
They found this was his full-time job, not a contractor. He was a smuggler of humans and children and women. He made over 100 trips, the grand jury found, smuggling people throughout our country. MS-13 members, violent gang terrorist organization members throughout our country. Thousands of illegal aliens were smuggled. This is especially disturbing because Abrego Garcia is also alleged with transporting minor children. The defendant traded the innocence of minor children for profit. There are even more disturbing facts that the grand jury uncovered. It is alleged this defendant is part of the same smuggling ring responsible for the death of more than 50 migrants in 2021 after the tractor trailer overturned in Mexico. This is part of that same ring. The defendant abused undocumented alien females, according to co-conspirators, who were under his control while transporting them throughout our country. This defendant trafficked firearms and narcotics throughout our country on multiple occasions. They were using vehicles, SUVs, with added seats in the back, floors that had been ripped out, guns, narcotics, children, women, MS-13 members. That is what the grand jury found.
Say what?
A co-conspirator alleged that the defendant solicited nude photographs and videos of a minor. A co-conspirator also alleges the defendant played a role in the murder of a rival gang member's mother. These facts demonstrate Abrego Garcia is a danger to our community. We want to thank the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, our state and local partners, our acting U.S. Attorney Robert McGuire, and prosecutors from the Joint Task Force Vulcan. Questions?
Okay, I don't care about questions. Well, let's see. One question. Let me see. We'll take one question, chat, because then we're gonna lock it down. So.
Attorney General, the traffic stop that we've seen video of from Tennessee, where Abrego Garcia was first identified by the local authorities. At the time, the Homeland Security Department declined to take custody of him. What has happened in between that time and in between the time that the government has been arguing that he was not returnable from El Salvador? What has happened since in this investigation that brought you here?
Yes, the question was in 2021, there was the traffic stop. And what has changed since then? What has changed is Donald Trump is now president of the United States and our borders are again secure. And thanks to the bright light that has been shined on Abrego Garcia, this investigation continued with actually amazing police work. And we were able to track this case and stop this international smuggling ring from continuing.
But these were recently found facts, right?
Yes, okay. Recently found facts.
At that point, can you...
All right. Okay, let's do a cool down here. Well, guys, that's something. Ain't that something? I'm going to talk to you guys, and then I'm going to shut it down. You make it funny, though. It is a serious matter. Of course, yes, I was adding the special effects. What? You know what I'm saying? The only thing I don't like is the fact that he's going to enjoy the jails here in America versus the jail down there in El Salvador, right? He is happy. He is so happy to come up here and spend time in our jails. Okay, so there's that. All right, Sky Bob, thank you for coming. Is anybody over there in Kick Chat? And I need to go look at no. And no, we don't have even not many people looking on Twitch either. So, it is what it is, guys. Okay, so with that being said, I want to thank you guys for coming by. I will be back on Sunday. Don't know what time, but more likely it's going to be like anywhere between 6 and 8 on Sunday. I'm doing my best to go to bed early because I have been, and I did everything I could to avoid getting a nap. No more naps. No more naps until I get my sleep schedule together. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate you. And I will talk to you all Sunday. Sunday will be our next live stream, okay? All right. Later, taters.